What's going on? How are you, Mike?
I'm good. Escaped the giant blizzard that once again missed us.
What's the temperature there?
About 25.
Oh, jeez. It's about 70 here now. 70 degrees.
Must be nice.
It's
Spring
awesome.
training weather. Spring
Yes.
training was gonna.
And the
Spring
U.S.
training was gonna happen.
and the U.S. Opens, the golfing opens here this week
Oh.
too. So, and my
Now,
niece is here. My other niece is visiting. So, hopefully we can end this at 5:30 because she's like, "When are we going, Auntie? When are we going?" I'm like, "Okay, after the show."
that
So,
works.
yeah.
Now you live in Scottsdale. Are you by Scottsdale?
Yes, I'm in Scottsdale.
Isn't that where? Isn't that where Robert Crane got killed?
Yeah, it was. It was an old theater. It's his apartment building still stands. Like
Oh,
it's still where it's at. I
oh,
believe. I believe the room is. I mean, there's still the his apartment is still
oh,
the apartment. Obviously
oh.
renovated, but I never knew when they said John Carpenter. I always thought it was the John
I
Carpenter.
know that's
I
right.
never knew. I was like John Carpenter, like really, like, and there was some funky stuff going on between them two. Good
Oh
lord.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Did you ever see the movie? I think it's Autofocus
I watched it. Yeah,
about the two when
yeah, that was.
they're watching the him and Willem Dafoe are watching the video and Bob Crane's like, "Whoa, there's like an extra hand and an extra finger in my butt. Who's that? Oh, that's me." It's like, whoa,
Let me tell you, Bob Crane wasn't an angel,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm not going to judge anybody on what they like sexually, whatever.
That's true. That's
But
true.
what kills me is like that guy got away with it because it's like they didn't do the right. I mean, there was blood all over it.
Oh yeah, it's like, oh, it wasn't me.
But I always thought it was John Carpenter. Like for years, like John Carpenter. No wonder why he's so messed up with all the Halloween movies and everything.
They let him make movies after that.
Man, he makes a great Halloween theme, and I love that. I love the score to the thing. Dun, dun,
Oh
dun.
yeah.
Hi, Antonio. It's
Hey,
great.
buddy, how are you? Good
Well,
to see you.
Michael, we have a great special treat for our Jaws fans,
Alexa, stop, please.
especially our Jaws 2 fans.
That's right.
They are going to absolutely love it. And we're not going to give it away any little spoilers. We're going to play the video, but before we do, we're waiting for some more people to jump on. There's 6 people on right now. I can't see. Say hi, everyone.
Well,
Again, we're
let's
gonna
do it like the Oscars. We'll tease, and then in the last like 2 minutes of the show, we'll play it. So everybody has to hang around. Let's
Yeah,
see.
that's true. You're right. Actually, you're right.
Scott is here.
Yeah.
Kelly's here.
Actually, we should talk about the Daily Jaws too, and the great blog that they have, the Daily Jaws. So
Yes, this week in the Daily Jaws, it's going to be a regular feature here on Let's Talk Jaws Live. Our friends across the pond, led by Ross Williams, they have a couple great articles this week that we wanted to mention and talk about. The first one, which is sad, is that The Shark is Broken is ending on the West End. It's the show is closing. Hopefully, it's because they're going to bring it over to the States, which would be amazing. I think it would be huge. One of my hopes for Jaws 50 is that they do like just one performance at the Martha's Vineyard Playhouse.
Yeah.
Of course, it's so small though; they'd have to rent like the theater at the high school or something, the big auditorium, because I think you would literally get 2,000 people to show up to see that production.
I always thought it was going to come across and come to us. Like that bums me out.
We will see.
Hopefully.
We will see.
Fingers crossed. Hi, James. Hi, Kelly.
Another piece that they wrote is about the men who inspired Robert Shaw's performance in Jaws. A lot of people think it's just Craig Kingsbury, Ben Gardner, because that was the character and that's who Robert Shaw studied a lot of. but a lot of that influence came from Captain Lynn Murphy.
Mm-hmm.
And if I never met Craig Kingsbury, I've seen interviews with him. I've had the great honor and privilege of meeting Cap Murphy a few times before he passed, and just his normal cadence, the way he talks, the things he says, you can see a lot of Quint in him. Another great read. And then the third one that I was just checking out on, that's highlighted on the homepage, is the stars of Jaws who came back for Jaws: The Revenge. And so basically, obviously, Lorraine Gary. And then you have Lee Fierro, Mrs. Kittner came back, and then Fritchie Jane Courtney, Mrs. Taft.
Mrs. Taft.
Or as you call her, the original Karen.
The original Karen. There he is. Craig Kingsbury, Robert Shaw playing Frank. There he is, Ben Gardner.
Yeah, but check out the Daily Jaws, dailyjaws.com. Every day there's something new. I've been offered the opportunity to write something for them, and when I can find something that is worthy of their standards, I will write it. I just don't want to throw out something that's kind of piecemeal. I want to really do some research.
I can't see you doing that, Mike.
And write
especially when you wrote that amazing and spectacular Jaws 2: The Making of Hollywood sequel. I mean, come on, you are an established author. I mean,
I am, but still, it's
those, buddy.
Yeah, I don't have 4 years to write an article. I don't think Ross will wait that long, but yeah, please check out the Daily Jaws. Hi, Victor.
There's Ross.
People
right
are
there.
Here. Hey, Ross. We just highlighted a couple of your posts, especially the sad news that the shark is broken, is ending. I hope that bodes well for a trip across the ocean to play somewhere in America. And I mentioned it would be awesome if for Jaws 50, if there is a Jaws 50 on Martha's Vineyard, that
hopefully
they come over and do the show. I mean, you can get the high school auditorium. You can get 2,000 people there to watch that show easily.
Oh, Ross says you're an awesome writer.
Oh, thank you, my friend. Thank you. One day soon, I will craft something for worthy of your pages. Thank you for the opportunity.
We'll wait forever, Michael. We'll wait forever.
Oh,
forever and ever, never and ever.
Never.
I thought I saw Victor's comment. I want to make sure I got everybody up there. James Scott saying hi, Ross. I love everybody says hi to everybody else. If you are new here, just say hi and you can join the army, the Jaws army. Victor started the Jaws army, the Jaws family.
We're like the Kiss army, only we don't spit blood. So.
We're talking about the Daily Jaws. You have to check out the blog. The Men Who Inspired Robert Shaw. And it's not, like he said, it's not just Craig Kingsbury. It is Lynn Murphy. And then what is his name? Frank Mundus, right? Frank Mundus, who is this gentleman right here.
Yeah, he was Benchley's inspiration. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was a sports fisherman. Ross Williams says that he had gone on to shark hunting expeditions out of Montauk prior to 1974. And Mundus retired from shark fishing and became a shark conservatist. And he passed away at the age of 82. He became a shark. Wow. Conservative. Why can't I say that? Conservative.
Well, a lot of, Benchley, as much as the success of Jaws was and how insanely popular everything it made, Peter Benchley, he was a little dismayed that the normal people began to look at sharks as evil and the villain and everything else. So he and his wife, Wendy, they did a lot also for shark research and shark conservation. And I can remember growing up in Tampa and going over to St. Petersburg. There was a big pier that is still there, but the fishermen would go out and they would catch the sharks and they would just bring them in and they would, cut their heads off and take their jaws. They killed them for sport. And that was just, something that I'm sure was never Peter Benchley's intention.
Never meant to be. Yeah, never meant to be. I know. when we went to the Jaws Fest and they had the shark savers there and they interviewed Louis and he's like, oh, I like to fish. And then she's like, you catch and release, right? He's like, of course I catch and release. Oh, wait, Ross says it's conservation. Wait,
Conservationist.
Conservationist.
There you go. Conservation.
Emotional damage. Have you seen that one thing going around?
I have.
Oh, me and my niece have been doing that. Stop causing me such emotional damage. There's a guy that's like all over everywhere, and like he talks about getting abused, and he's like emotional damage. It's amazing how the people from Jaws become conservationists, conversationists.
We are having a conversation about conservation. Hey, Donna.
Conservationist.
Tabernacle in Nose Bluffs is the only place.
The Tabernacle.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, Donna. Let me tell you, Victor. Peter Benchley's special for ABC in '94. It showed him in a shark cage. Wow. I remember seeing the new release for the Volkswagen Bug commercial that year. They had Shark Week. Remember? They were hyping up the Volkswagen Beetle. Hi, Nick. How are you? Nice to have you on. Nice to see you, James Scott. I hope it comes to Aberdeen. Lost in Emotion. Antonio. Lost in Emotion. Is that a Lisa and the Cult Jam song or Lost in Emotion?
No.
Lost in Emotion. Queen Donna is in the house.
I'm guessing he means Aberdeen, Scotland, not Aberdeen, Maryland, because I used to live in Aberdeen, Maryland, and I never ran into
Or
you.
not to be confused with Aberdeen, Texas.
Or Aberdeen, South Dakota.
Yeah. Oh, look at you, Mike. Good Lord. Oh, yes. Also, too, with we also want to say that any all Jaws pictures, clips, and music are owned and copyrighted by NBC Universal. And also, before we go any further, that we just want to let the following people know that the following videos or language or content could be inappropriate for those under the age of 18. And if you're highly sensitive, I'm Michael, say the rest. If you're, what do we always say? If you're offended easily or
easily, you came to the wrong show.
Stop right now and go back. Exit. Go forward.
Move ahead.
The pack at the high school hold 800 people. Wow, look at Donna's already on it. She's all like, Donna, get it together. Even if it's just a fan fest again, I'll help out. I'll volunteer. I'll come down there.
You do a matinee and an evening show. There you go. 1,600 people.
Will there be? I don't know. Maybe we don't know. Donna is usually. I mean, you know, I mean. It was hard enough for her to do it with the whole COVID thing going on, but she did an amazing job, and she did that herself, you know, like planning everything. So
yeah, Victor, right now, Jaws 50 is just something we fans are hoping for. There's nothing official. There's not even been a word about it, but hopefully the right people say the right things to the right people. Maybe Universal will do it because you'll have to get. I mean, obviously, Universal had to be the big player, and it costs a lot of money. And I think they'll do it. Hopefully, so fingers are crossed. And
Jesus, baby Lord Jesus.
Yes, baby Jesus in his manger, and yes, if I have anything to do with it, it will happen. If I have to, I don't care if who have to go over and grease the palms or anything else.
And go to the dollar store and get signs and do like a ghetto version. 50.
Yeah.
I don't care. As long as I'm there, it'd be fun. I want to meet
if there's nothing official, Jay and I will be there, and you can come meet us, and we will do Jaws stuff.
We are definitely
We'll do Jaws stuff, and then we will send our videos to Universal and say, "See what you missed." So.
Yeah. And then I'll get copyright issues left and right.
That's right.
I'll be like, "Oh, excuse me, Mike. I have to answer to 20 emails. NBC. They're really nice. It's the people that we borrow off YouTube that steal off Universal and report me for copyright issues. So I go back in and I rat them out to Universal. I'll rat you out if you rat me out. So
haters be hating. Haters
I know. I'm like, don't be bitter. Party you won. I'm like, whatever. He says, I don't remember. Who remembers Great White Death documentary for early '80s, from the early '80s? Great White Death documentary. Michael, do you remember that? I don't remember that.
I am not. Is that a release? They reissue Blue Water White Death with a different title. I wonder.
I feel
that was a movie that the Taylors did about great white sharks. I do not recall it. I don't even think I've heard of it. I think if I certainly definitely would have seen it if I knew about it. I'll have to look that up.
Great White Death documentary. Huh? That's I want to know.
Yeah.
The Great White Death documentary, indie film, 1981. A documentary film about Great White.
Oh, hold on one second. Okay.
Glenn Ford. I'll move him while he's on. And then it says that the film is notable for its Faces of Death. Oh my God, remember Faces of Death? You rented it in the video store. Footage of actual shark attacks. Now I know that sounds bad, but now I'm going to watch it. The film shows Henry Bourse, a scuba diver who survived a shark attack in November 1964. Wow, Michael, I muted you, but
yes, thank you. The kid who told me wasn't going to come shovel my driveway is now shoveling my driveway. So
okay, well, I haven't seen this, but I just Googled it, and I want to see it because I was just telling everybody I was reading from Google, that it's a 1981 documentary about shark attacks. It's narrated by Glenn Ford. Is that the astronaut Glenn Ford?
No, it's Glenn Ford is Superman's Jonathan Kent in Superman the movie, the father.
What?
Yeah, Glenn Ford.
Wait a minute. Oh, the Clark Kent.
Yeah, not Marlon Brando. Yeah. And he had a good voice. He had a good narrating voice too.
All right, stop the presses below. I will set it up if no one else is doing it. Donna, we just figured you were going to set it up.
That's right.
If not, Michael, we're just going to go and say, hey, meet us, whatever, you know. But we're going.
Meet us at the wall.
I'm going, and I don't care if I have to, like, Donna, make sure the RV could be in the park in the backyard.
Meet us all at the wharf.
Yes, it sounds great. I have to check out that documentary that he was just talking about.
Yeah, that sounds really interesting. Good.
I know, and it says like Faces of Death. Remember Faces of Death? It's almost like the same thing. Shark attacks, like real ones.
Faces of Death. It's so hokey, but my favorite scene is Bill Johnson always loved scuba diving, and today for his 21st birthday, his girlfriend got him not scuba diving, skydiving, a skydiving
Wait
adventure.
A minute, not the gators.
Yes. And I'm thinking, okay, this guy's chute's not going to open.
That's the worst.
And then they segue to, it goes from, so for his 21st birthday, he got a skydiving adventure. Then it goes, Farmer Joe owns Gator World. I'm like, oh, yes. Yeah, poor guy, his parachute came down and he landed in the alligators.
Okay, Mike, you know what? I'm glad you said it first because I was going to say I like the one. I know that sounds horrible, but my favorite one is I wouldn't want that death. That death is probably the worst death of the world. You're heading down there, you're dying. It is slow. It's not like a quick and sudden death.
Yeah, because they drown you. They don't eat you. They drown you. Yeah.
And all I can remember is that one. That's stuck in my head. And then the bashing of the monkeys' heads.
Yeah. Yes, the monkeys. But yeah, that was just the way they segued from his 21st birthday skydiving adventure. Farmer Joe owns Gator World. Let's see. Nate says, sorry, Jones. I didn't see that. Whatever Nate said. I saw. Sorry, Mike. Let me see what's on my eye.
No, yeah, we didn't know. I know that. Oh, yeah, that says the director did that. He was the director, and that's him. It's on YouTube. I'll have to check it out.
Yes, Benshi did write a novel later called White Shark. That had nothing to do with Jaws.
Oh, really? Okay, I was wrong.
Yes,
okay.
James. Everyone must be at the Vineyard 2025.
That's what you said. Okay, yeah. Everyone must be at the Vineyard. That's what James Scott says. Even you, Victor.
That's right.
Victor. We're gonna have Victor.
Hopefully by then the Canadians can
Victor's
come across the border
the school spirit. We'll have to give out what are they called? The high school that used to do the give out superlatives. Remember superlatives?
Superlatives.
The most school spirit would go to Donna because she's always putting those together. But I would leave out everybody's a king and a queen. Although Donna is the queen. We'll make Donna the queen. I'll make a crown for her. And she can wear it as she's walking around. The queen.
And everybody else will be the court, the queen's
court. Yeah, the court. And then Donna, I'm seriously gonna make her a crown, but she'll be like, get that thing off my head. I know. Thanks for the heads up on that YouTube. I'll check it out later on.
Yeah, definitely.
You gotta go to the Vineyard if you haven't gone. You have to go. It's beautiful. And who cares? And you know what? Book it like a year ahead of time, so you're not paying like $2,000 a night in a shack. You know.
Well, ideally, if there is a Jaws 50, they'll do it in early June, when the rates are not very high, because the first Jaws Fest was June 5th, and the house. Well, we stayed at the cabin, Spielberg cabin, and then the house we stayed at for the 2012 one. The August rates were like 3 times what they would have been in June.
Yeah, that's why that's what I'm saying. Like always plan out a year ahead of time. Book out a year. If you book it like 2 months, 3 months before, you're going to be shut out of luck unless you get a last minute cancellation.
But we did see, Juanita saw an ad for a timeshare. Ooh. It was $3,000 and you got to use the place for a week, but it was like really nice. I was like, if I had the money, ideally I'll win the Powerball, the Mega Millions before 2025, and I will just buy a hotel and everybody can come stay for free. And
then also if something you can't afford, there's Donna. I remember a bunch of people actually went and went to the campsite there. I forget the name of it. Donna, you'll tell me the campsite. But they have places where you can put up a tent. That's how, because one of the kids that dressed up like Quinn, he didn't have the money. They stayed in a tent and they used the showers there. And then there's also little cabins there that you can rent, and then you can bring it, over to the ferry. You can bring a camper trailer or whatever, or a tent. I mean, who gives a shit? You're going to have showers and all that. So if you can't afford it, you can also stay at that campground. Check it out.
That's right. Victor says the wharf will rock in 2025. That's right. We'll all go to the rock. We'll all go to the wharf, and it will rock because we will have at least one Jaws guest when Jeff Voorhees comes by to try to sell you a T-shirt. So there will be somebody there from Jaws. And
then you know what? Remember how we were going to do that certain thing that we were going to do, and I bought all those little things. I'll end up bringing that with me, and then we'll decide who we're going to give it to each person. Cool. You know what I mean? So that'd be cool. And you guys don't know what it is, so now you're gonna have to come. The only person I'll tell is Donna, and she's not gonna have to tell anybody. She can't say nothing. Nothing.
I'll have to print up more T-shirts.
Remember, wait. Speaking of Bob Crane, I know nothing. I know nothing about your sexual innuendos, your sexual escapades. Michael, did everything is booked for summer? Michael, did you order the Alex Kittner sandwich at the wharf?
I did not. I had a delicious steak with mashed potatoes and broccoli. Yeah.
You remembered? Wow.
I was hungry. I did steal 2 menus though, so I have menus that have the Alex Kittner sandwich.
Nate Jones says, I love the Vineyard. Booked a house for June. Donna, perhaps I could meet you on my next trip. Nate Jones, you gotta see Donna. She's awesome. Have dinner with her. She's such a really awesome person. She's such an amazing, she is the queen. You can sleep on the beach. Donna was going to let me take the RV with my boyfriend and just stay in her backyard, and we were ready to, but it's something we ended up having. He ended up having to go fly or whatever. Martha's, here it is right here, guys. Write it down. It's the Martha's Vineyard Family Campground and Vineyard Haven. VH stands for Vineyard Haven. So Martha's Vineyard Family Campground and Vineyard Haven. If you want to book it like now, because as soon as they, if it doesn't go, we're still going to all be there, is what I'm saying.
That's right.
It doesn't matter if we have that or not. We're going to meet at dinner. We're going to meet up, and, and Donna can put a little thing like she did the last time. If you want to come, then whatever. She's not going to go crazy and run around and do what she did and have the freaking COVID ruin it on her. But we all came the bus route. It's on the bus route. That's
Yep.
another thing. If you don't have transportation to rent a car there, it's on the bus route. So yeah, you can get around that way. They have Uber. It's expensive, but the bus is cheaper. So Donna said no sleeping on the beach, unfortunately. Antonio said if I had mashed potatoes and meatloaf for dinner. Sweet. Thanks for sharing, Antonio. We love it.
That's a good meal. Little corn. Add a little corn. It's perfect.
I think if we ever have Cindy Grover on, he's going to go crazy. He's going to go out of his mind. Cindy Grover on here. I know you are, Antonio. Did I miss any comments up here? Let's see. I remember Nate Glenn Ford was a documentary. Good best Victor. Yeah. What does lost in emotion mean? When you said that.
Mute me for a second, if you would, Jay.
Yeah, no worries. No worries. We'll just meet him out there. Let's see. If you go to the Vineyard, Nate says, and taking a car, get your ferry tickets the first day they're available. You are completely correct. Because if you book a car in the Vineyard, it's crazy expensive. But maybe if you book it like 3 years, what is it? If you book it tomorrow, maybe it might be cheap. You never know. But it cost about. Are you all set, Mike? Yeah. Okay.
There's somebody calling to help me repay the student loans I don't have. So.
Oh, really? What is the cost? I think it was $150. Was it 200 to go round trip back and forth? I paid it. I forget. 200
with the car.
Yeah. Is it 300 round trip?
No, I think it was like well, when we went over
150
in September, it was like 150, 175.
Yeah. Don't quote us on it, but I think it's 150 for just the ferry over there and back.
Yeah. With a car.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Fun,
with the vehicle.
It's fun because you get to go on that. It's a beautiful ride over, especially night when it's always sad when you leave, though. You get all depressed when you're going away from the island. Yeah. Oh. Does Martha's Vineyard have a drive-in? Do they have a drive-in in Martha's Vineyard, Donna? I don't know. No, wait. They had.
Were they?
They used the park. Remember when they played Jaws?
Yeah, they could do like outdoor screenings, but they don't have a dedicated driving. Is that land's too valuable?
Yeah,
that'd be like a $10 million piece of land.
Donna will let us know. So, wait. Nope. There's nope. Donna says no. I drive a Silverado to be 200 now around 260. 260 round trip. Okay.
Because they do it by weight and size.
Yeah, and if you have a camper with bikes and stuff, they add on. Yeah, you have to be careful with that. There's no drive-in, Victor, but there is outside movies that they show.
And the theater in Edgartown, I think, shows it every Sunday. So. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Michael knows. See. If you're just joining us, we were talking about the Daily Jaws. You have to check out the blog. He has a weekly blog. Mike, which I didn't even know the article you already wrote one. I didn't even know which one. What is it? What is it under? Is it?
Oh no, I haven't written anything for it.
Okay, all right. Because I thought he said.
Yeah, they graciously asked me to write one, and I will, but I just haven't sat down and put pen to paper yet because I'm trying to think of something good to write about. Because, like I said, the writing on that site is so good. It's you don't want to be that guy when they go. Oh, I read this, and then I read that guy.
You're a perfectionist when it comes to Jaws, so everything's got to be right. Do
my best.
That's what's the bomb about you.
And for those of you that were angry because in the Horror Hound autograph or article, the cover story I did, Pippet is Pippin. That's because the publisher's spell check changed it.
They messed up.
Yes.
Donna?
Yes. Because
you spelled Pippin wrong, like she blamed you right away.
Because people are like, his name's not Pippin, and I said, yeah, I know it's not Pippin.
That I don't know what it is, but I mean, she will get on there. I laugh. I love it, and it's something that bothers her. I want everyone to do a script read at the Jaws. You know what? We will. I'm going to dress up as Ellen. I'll wear my little Ellen stuff, and then I'm sure we can have somebody come in and do Quint monologues. Hopefully they'll come back. We'll make an announcement, put it on Facebook if you want to come in.
That's a good idea, though. Just have a group of fans just sit around and do a script read.
Did Dana dress up as Quint when he went in 2012? No,
No.
right? It was 3 Quints there, I think.
Yeah, Mike Haji. He's
And
the
the
one
one
that's
I met,
in.
the one
Yeah,
I, yeah,
yeah. He's the
Mark.
one that's in all of. He's the one that's in all Lou's Jaws Fest videos.
And
Mike
then,
Haji.
then there was Mark and Helena, the one that got married. He was good. We went to Sharky's, and outside he did the whole Indianapolis speech for me, and I lost it on my camera. So mad, it was so good. We will, and we'll let Victor start it off. We'll see. Well, I have a megaphone. We'll bring it with us, and then Donna will be like, "Shut up, Jay! Stop yelling." And then we're gonna have to keep. When I was going through his books, I was looking through his books, and he's like, "Hey, Jesus, take it easy with those. Be careful with those." Right? I'm like looking through it. ADD. Who was it? Donna, who was it that was at the table showing us his Jaws collection? Good Lord, what? He's going to get mad at me. He was there. You know who I'm talking about? Good Lord, why can't I think? Hello. He's a big guy. He's funny. He's kind of quiet.
Rick?
Yeah, Rick Vale. Oh,
Pain Happy Bastard.
Yeah, I was like looking at his things, and he's like, "Hey, easy with those." And I was like, "Yeah." He's telling a story, and I'm over there going, "Oh, look at this one, a call." And then I'm like, "This black guy." And I took a picture of it, and I'm like totally like this. He's talking. I'm like so ADD, looking at all the pictures because they were awesome, right? That was fun. I had a great night. I met Marge, and Dana Goodrow. Oh my God, it was so much fun.
Good people.
Rick Vale, right?
Yep.
Donna, which beaches are used in Jaws and Martha's Vineyard? Well, I want to see them all. Oh, she'll let you know. South Beach.
Oh yeah, you'll know.
You know what I love about South Beach?
Take it, everyone.
The South Beach one is calm water. It's weird. It's calm water. Nice. That's my favorite one. What's the one you can drive your car up? You have to deflate your tires, Donna. She'll tell me that one. It's near Chappaquiddick. And Chappaquiddick doesn't even look as big. Like you think it's going to be big, and it's so small. It's almost like when you go to the Lincoln Memorial, you think it's going to be so big, and it's really not. Or the Mona Lisa. When I saw it, I'm like, okay. I mean, it was nice, but it was like smaller. Like you always think something's going to be bigger than it is. Is there a nudist beach, Jason?
I hope not.
Thank God. No, we don't have any.
I hope not.
Upset with that. But James, I'd love it for you to dress up in Harry's swim trunks. You're gonna have
the shower cap.
The banana slingers,
banana hammock. Yeah.
Banana hammock, yeah. There we go. Donna knows it. South Beach cars and rough state calm. Yes, I love it, Donna. Yep, she knows it. She knows it. Well, it's 5, Michael, and I wanted to go off at 5:30 because my niece is in town. And,
okay, well let's cut to the chase. We've kept people waiting for a half hour.
We got them staying and we got them watching.
Yeah.
So let's see. Every beach is nudist beach if you're brave enough. You're right. I give it up to them. You know, like good for them. I just don't feel like I can only imagine. Like I like my things in place, so it's not like I'd be faring. You know. And I don't want to see anybody else. Like I don't want to. Because I don't think I'm perfect, and I wouldn't want to see somebody else. We'll see about that, James Scott. I'm gonna get drunk. Somebody has to bail me out of jail if I drink. Oh man, I'll be calling my brother like, you know anybody at the police station? What'd you do, bitch?
Well, you know, Jonathan Searle, who's the kid with the fin, he's a cop. So if you're gonna get arrested by the kid with the fin.
Oh, that's right.
Michael,
did you hear that guy? You remember when they were just like, he's like, he made me do it. He made me do it.
Yeah.
He is now a Martha's Vineyard cop. That is amazing. We should have him on here. We should invite him on here.
Oh, there you go. I'll have to give him a call. Yeah.
Do you know him? Have you talked to him? Or I could get my brother. He knows all the cops. Like, have that guy contact.
Yeah, have him give us a call.
Yeah, that'd be cool to have him on.
Victor, if I was doing Jaws 50, it would be a celebration of all things Jaws. So I would try to have the Jaws 2 people there.
Yeah.
Some Jaws 3 people.
Yeah. And the revenge, and everybody likes the movie, you know, so that'd be great. Yeah. I'm glad he turned his life around. Oh, why did he had problems? He had problems maybe before. Are you thinking of somebody else? Maybe? The guy, is he talking about the kid with the fin? Did he have problems? Then he became
John Searle? I'd never heard anything, but I'm not on the island. So.
Well, look at Donna says the jail was built in 1850s. You don't want to see. No, I don't drink.
Easy to escape from, though. Easy to escape from.
I don't drink anymore because I don't. And then the night that I do drink, I hadn't drank in like 6 months. And that night I drank. I got a little buzz that night that we were on the table. And then I was supposed to meet them at the wharf, and I was so hungover I couldn't get off the couch. And Donna kept calling me, and I was like, I can't go. I ruined the next night about going to the wharf. So they all went.
Best night ever. Best Jaws night ever. I
missed everybody, but I was like, hell no, I feel like shit. I was horrible. I those shark attacks. I was drinking those shark attack things that Rick Vail got me to drink. And I'm like, let's party. Like bridesmaids would be like, no, we're going home. I'm like, I was mad. Okay. Well, and then, here we go. James Scott says, well, he was, and then he became a policeman. Well done, him. Okay. Yeah. He became a policeman. Yep. Maybe get him on the show. Well, Michael, because of Michael's clout and his good friendships with people that are about to be in this little ditty pull up for you guys. Now we're going to bring ourselves down, and when you see it, you're going to know it. And what they did is they didn't exactly do it verbatim, but they had a lot of fun. And
they had a lot of fun.
So we're going to pull up the vid and let you guys watch it. So
and
wait,
we'll discuss. We'll come back and discuss.
Let me bring it up first here and then hide us. Just give us 2 seconds. The screen will go black a little bit. I want to make sure.
See what's happening there? There are children. Wait, now. Oh. Shock. Fear. Whoa, Gary! Oh no! This oh my God! Oh. Boom!
City's Lexi!
Do you believe what just happened? Watch out! He's coming again! No, he's coming back! He's coming back! It's getting get you! Oh no, wait! Eek! It's gonna get them. They we don't care about them. Oh no, that's true. We care about them. We care about everybody.
We live. Billy, no!
Oh no!
No!
We are weird.
All right, we have to get some help.
Bye!
Bye!
So long.
Bye, John! You're out of the movie now!
I miss you! Oh, God. Oh, look at that! Look at that hair! Oh. It's like Washington crossing the Delaware. Here, let's wrap this mess up. Come on, raft him up. Raft him up. Raft him up. Raft him up.
Raft him up!
Raft him
Throw
up.
me a line! I got it!
She's so talented, she caught it!
Let's tie up my boat and all the boats.
I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know I was tying things up. Oh, but here I did.
I'm holding.
Here I did.
Come on, pull me! You got me! You got me, Gary!
Come! Ah!
Oh no, my cousin is upset.
She's scary.
Oh, I think she's freaking out.
I think it's worse than the shark.
What do you think of that? How are you? I like it when he says we're crossing the
Oh my
Delaware.
God.
We're crossing the Delaware. Oh man, how
I
funny!
forgot when they talked about Donna Wilkes and said she was scarier than the shark. Oh my
I
God, that
didn't
was
catch
so
that.
great.
Oh, I just
Yes,
caught the crossing of the Delaware. We're crossing the Delaware.
that was so great. Thank you, Gigi and Gary, for sending that.
Oh, that is awesome.
Oh my God, we so much appreciate it. I know the fans love it. Um, yeah, that was great. Now we got to get more. Got to get more. Got to get Billy and David Elliott and everybody else to jump on and reenact their scenes and have a little fun with
That
it.
would
That
be
was
great. Hey, Gigi, thank you, guys. Thank you. That was awesome. Everybody's probably freaking out right now. I know I was. I watched it like 9 times already. I'm like, I was having fun making it. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be so good. Oh, look at it. Gigi and Gary were magic.
they were. They have
I didn't want to
it's
show the comments, Michael, because I wanted it to have everybody to see it.
yes, that's fine. Oh no, that's perfect. That's
Okay.
perfect. That was great. There's a nice presentation and it was funny and you could tell they were having fun. And I was thinking when I watched that, except for Mike Brody and Larry Vaughn Jr., there was really no reason to give the other Amity kids last names because they never used their last names.
True,
So
though.
I wonder how they came about because Larry Vaughn Jr. was originally named Reeves, and that
Oh,
was
I did not know that.
yes,
Yeah.
and that was the name of Dorothy Tristan's nephew. His name was Reeves, so that's why Larry Vaughn Jr. was originally Reeves. So yeah,
I would like, even though David Elliott cringes and he says I'm the biggest misogynist, I'm like, you know what? You don't look at it like that because was his character. And
yeah.
I'm like, you know what? I had a crush on him. Like I always thought he was. I had a Larry Jordan, and I also had a crush on Andy. It was like between the two of them and Mike. I'm sorry, I had all of them.
all the Jaws, all the Jaws guys.
You know what would be it? I'm sorry, Michael. I interrupted you. Go ahead.
I would say all the Jaws guys missed out.
No, but I wonder if Andy would get together with David, and then David said she got tits. No, wait, actually, no, it wasn't.
Billy.
It wasn't.
That's Billy.
It's Billy Van Zandt, yes.
Yeah.
And then I bet you David Elliott's like, I don't want to repeat that line.
Gigi was my crush. Gigi was my crush for years. First thing I did when I met her in LA, I asked her because when I interviewed her on the phone, I told her, I said, I can't wait to give you a hug, a friendly hug, not a creepy hug. So when I met her in LA, she gave me a hug. I was like, my life is complete.
The little montage, a little collage I made over there. Yeah. Also, I have Gary's son, who fortunately passed away. He's leaning down. Then I have Gary, and then I have David Elliott, Gary, and Gigi in there. And then remember the punch bowl scene? I got that one in there. Yeah. And then I wish I could pull that up a little closer, but just a little montage to them to show them. That was awesome. That was awesome, guys.
That was fun. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Let me just put a few more comments up. Love it. I'll play it as we pan out again too. So
we'll play it. We'll play it when the show ends.
I want to make sure I got everybody's comment. If I didn't, I'm sorry. I want to make sure that I did get everybody's comment. I'm glad you liked everything. That was so awesome for them to do that, Mike. When you sent that to me, I'm telling everybody, and they're like, "Huh." I'm a Jaws fan, Jaws 2 fans, you know. This is why it's close to my heart. Oh, Victor. That was Brooke and Andy. Yes, it was. Gigi and Gary are magic. Again, the Jaws 2 cast is incredible. Thank you, Gary, Gigi and Mike, Jay. Thank you, James Scott. They're all thanking you. Like, they absolutely love it. If you guys are watching, which I hope hopefully Gigi and Gary will watch the reception of this. They loved it. Jackie was first called Angela. Harry of the moon's like, oh, no. She's got tits like a sparrow. Jackie. Lucy was your crush, huh? Yeah.
Uh-oh. Don't let Antonio hear that. Antonio's got a big crush on Lucy.
I think, wasn't Keith Stevenson's Gigi? Because he's like, always like, anybody want to play charades?
Yeah. No. No.
Wait, he said something about moobs, like boobs, man boobs. Harry, you have moobs. Wait, that was a joke. I'm sorry, I didn't catch that, James. Oh, you're killing me. I'm sorry.
Harry's got moves like a sparrow.
That is awesome. That is awesome. That's a good one.
See, that would be a good TikTok video with Billy going, Larry, look, and then they look, but then they cut to Harry instead of Donna, and then it comes back and he goes, you got tits like a sparrow.
I'm gonna make that video. I'm gonna do it and bring it.
I'm still trying to do it, but I can't figure out the green screen. It doesn't. It shakes. I shake. It doesn't show me on the video.
I'll show you.
We'll
but I'm
figure
talking
it out.
about on my software when I make that video. I'll sit there and make that other one like you just said, and I'll put credit James Scott. Words by James Scott. Gigi has not changed much at all. Yeah.
None of them really have.
No, and Gary looks great.
I think the one who changed the most that I've really met was Ben Marley. Ben Marley is a lot, I don't want to say thinner because he was never heavy, but when I talked to him for the book, he had, I can't remember the name of the symptom now there, but he thought he was fat. When he looked in the mirror, he didn't see what everybody else saw. He saw a fat guy. Yeah. But when I saw him in LA, he looked good.
Michael, every woman in the world, I swear, she's a size 0.
Is it body dysmorphia, maybe something like that?
That's it, body dysmorphia.
But everybody else, Dunlop looks the same. Puts the glasses on. Keith Gordon looks the same. Ann looks the same. Donna Wilkes looks the same. Gigi looks the same. Gary looks the same, except he doesn't have the big fro. Yeah, everybody aged well.
Yeah, they did. They look great. My crush was Marge.
Oh, good crush.
Are you hearing this, Martha? You're next.
That's right.
Martha, you don't have to come on and speak. All you can do is just make a cameo and go. We'll play your scene of you saving Sean, and then we'll cut to you going, hi, everyone. And then that's it.
Goodbye, everybody.
That's all you got to do. We're waiting.
Yeah. And Martha looks the same.
Yes.
And Billy looks the same. Billy's just an older version. Everybody looks the same, but me. I got old, so.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We look good. You look good, Mike. You look good. I look in the mirror and I think I'm thin, but every girl in America, I know. When I was a size 4, I thought I was fat. I'm like, damn. I wish I would have known now what I did then. Exactly. That youth is wasted on. Wait, what do they say though? Youth is wasted on the. Your wisdom is wasted.
Read James' comment.
Did you see Nate's? He's like, the only thing better would be hearing you grab the rope and shoes and or I'll break your ass. I love it. That's awesome.
Let's get Gilpin on. Let's get Gilpin to come on.
Let me bring down Joe's too. So next week, we weren't going to say the topic. Sometimes when we like to just roll like that, huh, Mike? We just like to roll. Because you never know who's going to come on. You never know, right, Mike? Never know.
You never know.
You never know who's going to come on. I'm telling you. But on that note, I'm trying to find the video so that we can pan out on it again. Thank you again, to do that reenactment. That was freaking awesome.
That was really awesome.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Gigi, again for that.
Never know. Next week could be Steven Spielberg. Probably won't be. In fact, I'm pretty sure it won't be, but could be Steven Spielberg.
I would just love that. I would just
sit here, I would just be crying.
No, you'd be like Chris Farley, like, so Steven.
Yeah. Oh, wait, with that.
I'd be like, hey, Mike, how much you like Hook? You'd be like, shut up. How much you like Hook?
So Steven,
and then I'll probably say, you know what, Michael? I think you're the only one that does like 1945.
So Steven, when you made Hook, were you on drugs?
Oh, good Lord. Thank you, James. Thanks, everyone, for coming in and checking it out. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it was worth the wait, and I'm glad. I hope you're excited, right? Because that was pretty cool. It's pretty freaking awesome. Oh,
lots of fun.
We are waiting, and he will come on. He will come on eventually. He will.
Who is that? I didn't see. Yeah, like I said, Keith, invitation is out there, but Keith's working. Good for him. He's working. I did talk to Joe Alves last week. He will be on sometime in March. So, like I said, he's doing some stuff at home and putting finishing touches on his book. But he said he will be on sometime in March. So
that's when I'm going to be quiet. I won't be a big loud mouth pain in the ass.
So when we get a confirmed date, we'll post it. We'll try to give you a little notice so that you guys can send us your questions, and that way we can just rattle them off and answer as many as you can.
That's awesome. All right, well, guys, here we go. We're gonna pan out with it again. We're gonna pan out with it.
Fins up.
Right, fins up.
Don't forget, check out Daily Jaws.
What's happening there? There are children. Wait. No. Shock. Fear. Whoa, Gary! Oh no! There's no. Oh my God! Boom!
It's in his left seat.
Do you believe what just
Now, watch out! He's coming again! No, he's coming back! He's coming back!
It's coming back! It's getting get you! Oh no, wait! Eek! It's gonna get them. They we don't care about them. Oh no, that's true. We care about them. We care about everybody.
We live. Billy, no!
Oh no!
No!
We are weird.
All right, we have to get some help.
Bye!
Bye!
So long.
Bye, John! You're out of the movie now!
I miss you. Oh, God. Oh, look at that. Look at that hair. It's like Washington crossing the Delaware. Here, let's wrap this mess up. Come on. Raft him up.
Raft him up! Throw me a line! I got it!
She's so talented. She caught it.
Let's tie up my boat and all the boats.
I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know I was tying things up. Oh, but here I did.
I'm holding. Come on, pull me! You got me, Gary!
Come!
Oh, now my cousin is upset.
She's scary.
Oh, I think she's freaking out.
I think it's worse than the shark.
Within this house.